Hi, I'm Penny Colville, and I'm going to be giving you an overview of my Gaming the IELTS member website that I use to support my strategy lessons. So what you see here is the opening page when you log in with your personal email access and your password. Each student in the Gaming the IELTS course gets an account. These materials are designed to improve the scores of IELTS candidates in a number of ways. What you're looking at now are a selection of job aids that go with the strategy lessons. They are downloadable. They're guides for different sets so that you don't have to rely on your own notes, for example. So let's look at this one. Nature of the question. And this is for speaking. And it gives you two minor types of questions, all the examples, and the four major types of questions, all the examples and an explanation. All the job aids are like this. They are simple PDFs. Now we're going to move on to the theme lessons. You can see them here: house and home, art and decor, schools and careers. There's also film and TV, and media and technology, and finally some games, and they appear in each one. That's 5 of them. We're going to look first at art and decor. There are roughly 100 topics on the IELTS, and here they're organized into 10 themes. We just saw 5 of them, and I want to look in depth at one, art and decor. This top row, and by the way, every theme unit has all of these apps and exercises. This top row is called the foundation set. The foundation set is all about the words you need, or the lexicon, for this particular theme. First, you write a short paragraph answering a question related to the theme. You're going to type your answer in here, and it goes to your teacher or your tutor. Why do we do this? We want to see what your vocabulary is to start with. And at the end of the unit, you're going to see how much better your vocabulary is. Then on to the lexicon. The lexicon just contains the words related to the theme. Here we have both verbs, what something faces, nouns, adjectives like spacious and compact, the names of objects and things inside a home. There are questions that if you're working with a tutor, they can ask you. This vocabulary is designed to be very specific for upping your vocabulary score. Why? Because these are the words that an educated native speaker would use to answer the typical IELTS questions that appear on this topic. But these words are rarely used by IELTS candidates. That's why they're high value, and they're relatively simple. There are no big, long, fancy words. There are just really good words. How do you get these words into your head? Well, you don't have to memorize them. You just play this game. You match the definition with any one of the 15 words appearing in the spread. The outside of a building, for example, is the exterior. A blank is a necessary amenity for children in an apartment complex. Well, let's say you pick the wrong word. It'll tell you. You can play that as many times as you want until you feel you're pretty comfortable with all of the words in the lexicon. Next, you can complete a crossword puzzle. The clues are all here, but you can also get the clues one at a time by tapping into it. You work with the clue, you try to figure out which word in the lexicon does that clue match. If you get interrupted, you can save your work. And finally, there's one more exercise, and that's called Crazy Story. Every student in a class gets a different set of words that they have to put into a sentence. Most of the words are from your theme lexicon, but there are a couple of crazy words in there too. And your job is to make a little story of this You can type it in. When you're finished typing it in, you can send it to the teacher. If you get it interrupted, you can save it. And that's it for the foundation set.